Well, it's that time of the year, everyone. The time where family turns against family. The time where the Minecraft Reddit is embroiled in a civil war between three rival factions. Yes, that's right. It is indeed time for the Minecraft mob vote. So, what are the options this year? We have the crab that drops a crab claw that extends building reach. We have the armadillo that drops its scoot that we can use to craft armor for our wolves. And we have the penguin that allows our boats to go a little bit faster. All in all, it's kind of a dull vote this year. I much prefer voting on fantasy mobs as opposed to real world animals. And as usual, we don't know how exactly these mobs will function. We don't know how far the crab claw extends reach. We don't know how powerful the wolf armor will be. And we don't know how penguins will function at all. I mean, it could be the case where we strap them to the back of our boat like a little penguin fuel jet engine, or it could just be similar to how Dolphin's Grace works in the fact that we just get the speed boost whilst they are in the vicinity. However, let's examine their uses as best we can with the information we have. So first up, the crab. Now, the crab is definitely the most useful in my opinion. It's nothing that's going to drastically revolutionize the game, but it's a small quality of life upgrade that will benefit pretty much everyone in the community. Even if it just extends reach by one block, then it's still pretty significant. I mean, I'm sure most players have been in the situation where they've run out of scaffolding and they're on like a really high up place building a huge build, or perhaps they've built some huge redstone machine only to realise that they have forgotten to place a repeater, and now they've got to destroy the entire thing to get back inside to place the repeater and then rebuild the entire thing again. I mean, you only need to look to similar building games to see how useful this feature is, like Terraria. Has this kind of thing with a mod, and yeah, it's very useful in that game. Now second, we have the armadillo. Now I'm sure I'm going to upset a fair amount of people when I say this, but wolf armor is kind of useless. I mean, it may have been a long requested feature in the community, but honestly, wolf AI is so bad that I can't see this making that much of a difference to a wolf's survival, unless it's like netherite grade, fireproof with fall damage reduction, and able to, you know, tank a hit from your fully upgraded enchanted one-shot bow of doom. Then I doubt it's going to make your wolf any more survivable than it is already. Now, I think they missed an opportunity to make something really unique here, especially in regards to enhancing wolves or wolf combat. Like, for example, they could have had like a little goblin type mob that you could tame or befriend somehow, and this mob will be able to ride your wolves into battle. Maybe it could use a crossbow from range whilst mounted on top of your wolf. Maybe it could even use potions of healing on your wolf to keep it alive. But yeah, they missed an opportunity to make something really unique in regards to a wolf type mob, or a mob that just enhances wolves in general. So thirdly, we have the penguin. Again, pretty useless. It is just the Dolphin's Grace effect, but in a boat. Now, I've seen some people arguing that it could be used to boost ice highways, but honestly, like, I mean, ice highways are incredibly fast already. Making them any faster is probably just going to lag out, if not crash the game, because you'll be shooting through unloaded chunks like the speed of light. But yeah, again here they missed an opportunity to make something really unique. We could have had penguins that acted as auto fishers, that, you know, perhaps went swimming, you know, brought out a fish or like a rare enchanted item that you could get from fishing, and then threw it on the ground. That way we could have built like basically new age AFK fish farms. But again, they went with the most dull option here. Pretty disappointing, really. Now, utility isn't everything in my opinion. As a builder, sometimes I would much prefer how a mob looks, or the ambience that it can add to a build or an environment, much more than its actual function in the game. So I'm going to examine the mobs in this light. Now, with the crab, it's a little bit disappointing that it's limited to mangrove swamp biomes. I would have much preferred a more generic type crab, like, you know, a red one that perhaps spawned on the beach, as opposed to a blue fiddler crab that was limited to, I mean, a fairly rare biome that already has a mascot mob in the form of the frog. So that's a little bit disappointing there. So with the armadillo, I mean, this would definitely give warmer biomes some much needed character or ambience, because right now they have no animals at all that they should do. The thing with this is, though, the Savannah biome is due to get an update. It was one of the losing biome votes, and Mojang did say they would add all those eventually. And if that update is on the horizon, then it's going to be adding things like ostriches, termite mines. So in that case, the Armadillo may not be that useful in that regard. With the penguin, now I love how the penguin looks. I love how they went for a rockhopper penguin, with the little yellow things over its eyes. I saw a lot of people didn't like this design choice, but I really do. It makes them look really unique as opposed to just like a generic cute penguin. I also know a lot of people will love penguins being in the game. It definitely has that cute appeal. It could enhance icy builds, icy villages and igloos, stuff like that. And I wouldn't discount the cute factor either. I think that's been one of the most defining things in the mob votes. I think if you look, through the years, I think that's the thing that sort of caused certain mobs to win. So, I mean, in my opinion, I think that's definitely. I'm leaning toward the penguin winning just because of that factor. But I mean, from what I've seen so far, I think most people will be going for the crab. But like I said, I would not be surprised at all if the penguin pulls out just on the cute factor. So, which mob should you vote for? Well, I don't know, you decide. This is the first mob vote in a while where I genuinely wouldn't be upset with any outcome. None of them are particularly unique or striking. They're all just equally okay, but maybe I'm just a cynical old man who still can't let the copper golem go. Let me know who you'll be voting for in the comments, and as usual, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.